Those are the Berkeley Hills over there. Oakland and San Francisco and the Bay are on the other side. I'm in the East Bay. Danville is right down here. And this before you is the Devil's Mountain, Mount Diablo. Why am I here? I'm here because of this tree. Look at this thing. This is the Canyon Live Oak. I'm planting a whole bunch of evergreen oaks at my ranch, and I'm trying to get the most drought tolerant ones. And apparently this is not that drought tolerant, but somewhat. And I want evergreen. And so there's like basically 4 evergreen oaks where we are. And the first one is the one we're really familiar with, Quercus agrifolia. That's the one that grows around my house. And there's tons of them. And then there is Quercus wislenii, which is kind of a big evergreen rounded oak. And that one's called up, lives right by my ranch. And then there is, I think this is it over here, Quercus dorata. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is Quercus dorata. Yeah. It's like this little bush oak, evergreen. So I need to get some acorns from that. But right now I'm here for the Quercus Chrysolepis. I think I'm saying that right. And this is the biggest one I know about right here. Juniper Campground number 18. Look at this thing. I set up a brace for my big oak at home, big evergreen oak. But I was a day short and $1 late. And $1 late and a day short too. Because when I came back with the big brace after having it custom built, I walked down the hill and I'm looking up and there's a huge chunk of tree missing. And the thing had broken. Literally. All right, guys, start looking for acorns. She found one. Yeah, but luckily they got to this tree in time. They put 2 braces on it here. This is what you want to do. This is concrete in the ground. This is way better than the brace I built. This thing's strong. And you can see the tree is really leaning into it, growing into it. Thank God they did that. And then look over here, they just put a telephone pole. Look at this. This is a long time ago. That's a lot more recent. Look what happens. The tree just swallows it whole. To give you some perspective, that's how big it is. Look at this thing. So yeah, this is Quercus Chrysolepis. This thing's got to be, I would say, at least 250 years old. Look at the base of this thing. I'm so excited to be here and see this. I didn't know it was here, truthfully. I grew up in Clayton near here. Didn't know this tree was here until I kind of Googled about this oak on Mount Diablo to find out where they were. And then there was some guy that had pictures of these things. So we're going to figure out how wide this is. 1, 2. It's about 7 feet across that way and about maybe 6 this way. And look at the burls coming off this thing. Those aren't rocks. Those are part of the base of the trunk of the tree. This thing is just awesome. Look at this tree. Guys, come over here. Look at it from over here. Oh, this is a big boy. I don't know why they don't just kind of trim it up a little bit where it needs to get trimmed up. But what do you think? Look at the texture on that thing. Fine textures. No, it's not deep fissuring like the valley oak. It's a really beautiful. It's almost like black, like the black oak, Quercus collagii. And there's some fun stuff going on in there. Okay, so that's rock right there. That's rock. But this is part of the tree. That's rock. It's hard to tell a rock. That's rock. That's tree. They look the same, don't they? I'm definitely going to climb up into this thing. Look at this. There's the brace again. If this tree could talk. Bet the Native American Indians hung out under here. They probably had some ceremonies. I would have if I were them. Look at this thing. This is just awesome. Hopefully I'm not too late for the acorns. There's been like, looks like there's been pigs up here. I think the pigs are eating the acorns.
Yeah, or the turkeys.
Oh, the turkeys, you think? Think a turkey could do that? Look at this. It dug it out. But look at this. This would be a good spot for a selfie. Isn't that cool? Up there. All right, so a little bit more about the tree. It grows in typically canyons. That's why they call it the canyon oak. This is not a canyon by any means here. This is just a knoll up on top of the mountain. So, and they call it the canyon oak. It's a bit of a misnomer. But let's look at the foliage. What's interesting about this tree and some of the other, also the interior live oak, Quercus wislanii, is that when they're young, they are really thorny. Let's get a close up. Oh, sorry. Oops. Close up. There you go. They're really thorny. There you go. That's better. See the thorns? And they're tough little leaves. And the leaves are kind of little. And that's to prevent herbivores from eating them. You can understand you want to be thorny too if you're trying to get going right away. But then look what happens over here. Once the tree gets going, it loses all of its thorns. See that? Nice and smooth on the ends. The other thing about this particular tree that's unique about it is that it has a really kind of silvery underside to it and a green top. So the other oaks don't do that. So that's another way you can tell it apart. Muppy said she found one acorn. I drove all the way up here to get these acorns. I figured I was a little bit late, but what's a brother gonna do? No acorns?
No luck.
There's a lot of trees here. I would have thought higher elevation they would have held on longer.
I found like 2.
She found 2. Well, let's keep walking around and look at these trees. So here's another one here. This one's getting up there in age. So this shows the foliage really well here. See, it gets variable. Like on the same leaf, you can have thorns on one side and smooth on the other. You can have one leaf that's completely thornless and the leaf right next to it thorny. So this plant is highly variable, even within. Look at all these ones down here have no thorns. See these? No thorns at all. And then when you come over here, close to the ground, it's completely thorny. But I like this tree. So I didn't know you can camp up here, so this would be kind of fun. Come up here and have a big party with all your friends. What else do you need to know about this plant? I'll try to find these other types of oaks and make another video on those. Yeah, come on up to Juniper Campground, number 18. And this is actually a bay tree here. That's a bay tree right there. Got an acorn? Oh yeah. Right on.
One good one.
Oh. We'll have to take good care of that one. Here's a beautiful triple trunker. Climb up there, Mutt. Should I climb the big one? Climb the big one. There's a beautiful tree here. Look at this thing. So, yeah, I guess you got to get here earlier for the acorns. Took every single one of them. Ooh, it's a bunch of mistletoe. Too bad there wasn't a cute girl near here. I would definitely take advantage of that. See all the mistletoe? There's another big boy. Big one here. Big old tree. This is also called the mall oak. A maul is a piece of wood you use to split other wood because the piece you're using is so much stronger than the piece you're splitting. So this tree has extremely dense, strong wood. foliage variation too. There's some of those thorns. So I get it now. I was trying to like really figure out the identification of these trees. This is an interesting one. Look at this. How that? Oh, it fell over. What a survivor! Like half the tree. It was 2 trunks. Half the tree fell over, and it said, "That's all right. I'm just gonna keep growing." I wonder how long ago that happened. Look, it's just no problem. What a fun place for kids to climb out here, though, huh? Look at that. Maybe I'll do my climbing off camera. All right, what else? There's no bears up here, so you don't have to have a big bear box. But anyway, all right, let's see what's across the road. There's also some juniper. That's a big juniper tree right there. Beautiful juniper tree. Oh, look at this. That's one big juniper right there. Look at that thing. All by itself. One big plant. There you go. Juniper. And a couple more big trees over here. So here it is again in its more juvenile form. Really dense and beautiful. Real stiff. Stiff when it's out in the sun. And the acorns. Not a single acorn. Oh well. And that is the regular coast live oak. Very different. I can ID that, no problem. And then here is again the silverback-sided canyon live oak. It's just a baby sprouted down there underneath this juniper. And look at this juniper. It's got tons of moss on it. Look at those mossy limbs. Isn't that neat? Okay. What else? What else? Look at this old twisted juniper bark. This thing is, you think it looks dead, but it's not. Look at this. It's still alive. See? Still got the leaves on it. Right there. The berries. See that? All right. And more of a menagerie of trees over here. I wonder when these drop their acorns. Beautiful tree. Look at the texture on that. Big, tall tree. Oh, here's a cool one. Look at this one. This one kind of fell over. Look at this. Oh, how fun. This is like the party tree here. Look at this thing. But yeah, it looks like something came through here and ate all the acorns. I'm willing to bet those are big pigs because apparently pigs love acorns. There's wild pigs up here. They got every single one of them. They could smell them. They got them before I did. Every single one of them. Look at this fun tree. I'm gonna walk out on this thing. Easy. Easy peasy. Whoa. How far can you go? How far can you go? How far can you go? No hands, Mom. Oh. No hands. Pretty high, pretty high. All right, should probably head down. You gotta do a quick flip around. U-turn. Oh. Got it. No problem. How cool is that, though? What do you think happened? I think the original tree fell over. And then a new one sprouted in the middle. came up. So we are out of luck with acorns this year. It's November 5th. Probably should come on October 5th. That's too bad. What a bummer. Anyway, Juniper Campground. Want to see some big trees? Bring a cute girl with you or a cute boy. Get underneath that mistletoe. Stand right about. Actually, I'll tell you exactly where to go. Look, here's a picnic table right here. Directly above it, there's a whole thing of mistletoe. Where is it? Are those just leaves? I'm pretty sure it's mistletoe. Anyway, then you can come, and the whole time you're at the table, you can just kiss whenever you want, because mistletoe's above you the whole time. And that's pretty much the story. There's our tree right there. And there's the food right there.